We've been at St. Paul's for a little over a year now. Most of you probably recognize me in choral vestments because that's usually how I'm seen here at St. Paul's on Sunday mornings and Sunday evenings. We initially came here because of the musical offerings. Scott Robb offered an opportunity to be part of the Evensong choir here, which I took, and we slowly worked our way into being regular members of the St. Paul's choir and also the Scola for the 11:15 service. That's what drew us here, was just the beauty of the music, the fidelity to the tradition of the Anglican choral tradition and the Episcopal Church here, and also just the reverence and the solemnity of the services. But what we found beyond that has really surprised us.
Yes, we were surprised at how friendly and open the congregation was and how it just was a very comfortable environment. When you first come to St. Paul's, it's so formal that you don't really see that side of it until you kind of engage and become a part of the congregation. But the staff members and everybody within the congregation has just been so friendly and warm and welcoming to our family. And so that's been a huge blessing for us. Our kids went through the confirmation classes. They learned so much about the traditions, and that has become something that is very meaningful for them. And it's just a place of peace for our family and kind of a calm in the storm of life, and especially in the last couple of years.
I'm in the youth group here as well as the chorister program. I love both. They're both really fun parts of my week, and I always enjoy coming down here. I drive now, so it's really fun for me to be able to come down here multiple times a week.
One little anecdote about Will, I'll talk for him. Several years ago, when he was a young man, a young boy, we didn't live in Oklahoma City, and sometimes when St. Paul's would offer Saturday night services back in the old days, we would come up for that. And I was always struck at how much he loved those services and how he would comment that he could experience God's presence in them, which surprised me at the time based on just sort of the formality of the services, and it was so different than the tradition that we'd experienced. And it's just beautiful to see him grow up now in a way where he gets to experience that every week and it be part of his life. So now to talk about what we actually are here to talk about, which is giving and stewardship, and particularly stewardship as a spiritual practice. We are excited about giving and making a commitment to give here to St. Paul's for several reasons. First and foremost, we're excited about the direction of the church, the excitement of the people here, of the congregation, the staff and the programs. This is a special place, and we believe that its greatest days are ahead of it, and we want to be part of that. But beyond that, at a more global level, we're excited to give because our monetary gifts get to be part of God's kingdom, and in particular where we are planted, which is here. I often think of, in these regards, what Jesus said in his prayer: "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." And that's our prayer, that our gifts in a small way, and collectively with all the gifts of St. Paul's, will allow the kingdom of heaven to come here on earth in this way, at our spot in Oklahoma City, to make a difference in the world. And that's why we're talking today, and that's why we're part of this church, and we would encourage you to do the same.